corn syrup, sugar, Kool-Aid, hard candy. So, already got this is 2 cups sugar, 3/4 cup of water. I'll go ahead and turn it on now. And then I also need to do 2/3 cup of Karo syrup. So, go ahead and let's lay that down for just a second. So we'll go ahead and we'll fill this up 2/3 of the way. Two-thirds corn syrup. You see, my thing with the corn syrup is it kind of likes to stick to the inside of it. So once you got, like, most of it poured, I just like to come back, and just add a little touch because you already know that's like sticking to the inside of the fucking cup that you're pouring it with. Alright, so that's your basic start for your hard candy. Oh, also, there you are, baby girl. Candy thermometer always helps. I'll set this down for just a minute. Set my candy thermometer, just slide the actual mount for it down so that way I can mount it to the side here. We'll just barely push it down into the edge of the candy. You don't want to touch the bottom with the candy thermometer, though. That's the thing. You just want to, boom. You see, there I am. I'm touching the bottom. So, bam, that's perfect right there. Well, other than the fact I've got the damn thermometer facing the wrong way. What a fucking genius, right? There you go. So now, you're supposed to just stir this up every once in a while until it starts bubbling and then it clears. So we'll go ahead and we'll start stirring. And there's going to be a sweet spot here. You don't have to stir it too much. I've got some malic acid coming in tomorrow, so then I'm going to go ahead and dust it with some sour when it gets here. But, I was bored. I decided I was making my candy now, so. And so, we're already getting up to about 150 degrees. You can see it's already starting to bubble just a bit. And so you see as it sits there and gets hotter and hotter, it starts to get clearer and clearer and clearer. It's just a sign that you're cresting, getting closer to that temperature that you're looking for that hard candy. At this point in time, you want to make sure you got you a baking sheet ready. Because, you're getting hot now. What I like to do, save somebody from doing some sticky dishes. Parchment paper. I'm going to set this down for just a second while I line my tray. So now, I'm going to pour the candy out on it. It's not going to get all stuck to the tray, Once it hardens, and I can just take it crack, and then toss the actual paper rather than having to deal with cleaning up a sticky tray. Who wants to deal with a goopy, sticky mess? Not me. Unless it's a machine I have to repair. Alright, fine. I'm getting paid. I don't get paid for candy, so I want it right. The first time. Now, don't lick the damn spoon. Right now, this is really just, this is nothing but a water sugar mix. You wouldn't want nothing to do with this anyways. So now, we're getting up to 200. We're getting there, we're getting there, we're getting there. So I'm going to go ahead and just crank it up. They say once you hit 260, you go ahead and remove it from the heat. Now, I don't know how true that is. This is only like my third or fourth time making the candy. As you see now, we've got this really hardcore. It's bubbling. It's about where we'd want it to be. Go ahead and make sure that candy thermometer is all the way down in it. So what do we got here now? Just in order to get to a hard crack, it has to get very, very hot. 260 degrees. And we're getting there, but we're more at like, man, it's fogging my... We're just getting past 2 on it. It's just a damn fog on the thermometer is hard to make it hard to see, especially with the clip being right here, because that's right where the temperature I have to read is. Just my luck, right? But that's okay. So now we're getting up there. We're about to hit 250, 260. Let's stir this up one more time. And you see how much clearer it's gotten throughout the actual process? It's almost like water now. You'll start seeing the bubbles to separate is another sign that you're, about at hard crack. Right now, I'm at about 220-ish. So, still waiting. Some people, they'll dust this with powdered sugar or whatever, but me, I'm a sour candy person, so I'm not going to dust it with powdered sugar. I can't wait till my mallet gets here, because, it's what I do with it. If I had my mallet here, then on the cool down process, what I would do is I'd drop a little bit of malic actually in it, just to get it consistently sour, and then just a little on top. But I'm getting to where I just don't like it to be ridiculous sour, so I went ahead and just made the candy today, and then I'm just going to toss a little sour on top when it gets done. Well, when the mallet gets here, anyway. Getting there. So I'm going to go ahead and we'll turn this up just a hair. So we do want it to get up to temperature. Don't let it get up to temperature. It will stay soft. It won't harden for you. Because, it's that cool down difference that actually makes the candy for you. So, as you can see now, it's cooking a little harder. I'm going to be picking up a little temperature here. It's already a very, very hot mass. Don't touch it. See, at this angle I can see it a little better. So, we're still trying to get up to about right there, just the bottom corner of the silver tab. That's right at 260. So, we're close. We ain't there yet. Damn. Fog on the thermometer makes it hard to see. But you see, we're getting really close. Once I hit the corner, that's about 260 right there. And that's when I'm going to go ahead and remove it from the heat. or at least that's what they say. And you know, I'm gonna go with what they say on the internet. There's a certain guy I have to go back, like Bailey and Chris, something like that, on YouTube, and that's the guy who really taught me how to do it. I could pull it up here, but no, when I just put it on Facebook, I'll just credit the guy or whatever. It's a pretty old video, but well, here we are. We're 10 minutes into some candy. We're about to approach that little corner. We're gonna go ahead and make sure that we're in the water. Crank it up a little hair more here. We're almost there. And you can see now it's gonna slowly, the bubbles will start to separate to the edges. At least that's what I see when they're cooking this most of the time. I've even thought about trying to do this with some natural flavorings, like throw some lemon in it or something like that, just to see, ooh, a natural lemon candy type deal, you know. But like I said, I like Kool-Aid. I'm throwing Kool-Aid in it. Easy flavoring. If you like Kool-Aid, you can make Kool-Aid with it. And look at that. I'm gonna say, because really, the corner of that is right at 250. So, pretty much there. I'm gonna go ahead and toss my flavor now. Smells delicious. Kool-Aid in the mix. Boom! No, just fuck with you. Go ahead and stir that up in there. Man, I tell you, you can already smell the candy. Stir that up in there real nice and good. So now we have hit our critical mass. So now this is where we go ahead. I'm going to take this and you want to get it off the heat now. Don't want to lay a sticky spoon anywhere, make a candy mass. I'm going to lay this down for just a second. Alrighty, so I'm going to let that cool just a little bit so that when I can lay down my parchment, or really just move the pan over. Fold it over. There we go. So, now here comes the magic part. You want to have a tray that's wide enough to actually spread the mix. If you don't spread it out wide enough, the smaller the tray, the gooier it's going to be. So I'm going to take this, because this is like so hot, it'll burn the stew out of me. I'm going to go ahead and spread my candy real quick. And now we'll just we'll let that cool, and I'll let y'all know when it's cool and let you know what it tastes like. It's gonna be fun.